Hi, Ron One here at Littlewierdshop. Today we're going to just do a little walkthrough on my router table here that I built about 15 years ago from a Shop Talks magazine plans. Both the lift mechanism and the base itself was in part of those plans. When I made that lift, I actually made, I believe, 5 of them at one time, and I kept one. I gave one to my son, Ron, too. One went to a friend, and I'm not sure what happened to the other 2. I think I sold them, but I don't have any around. So just kind of go through it and give you a little closer look at things. It's worked well over the past 15 years. It's about due for a new top. It's had a little water damage at one time from a water tank, that water heater that broke in a garage when it was in a garage for a while. So I'll probably be making a new top for it here before too long. So let's take a closer look. And here is that top. You can see where it's getting a little worn and still good and flat though. And I do have a slot in here so I can slide a miter in there, and replaceable center circles there, different sizes, and then the hole back there is for raising and lowering, which we'll take a closer look at that. Okay, and like I said, here is a hole in the top for adjusting the router bit to come up or down. I made this hockey puck with the socket on it for fine adjustments. I could turn it for just minor adjustments. Then for fast, as you can see, it's down below the surface now. I'll use a drill here, run that baby up, so that works out well. And the hockey puck thing here goes right on the leg here. Show you a picture of that. And let's open this baby up. We got a couple clamp downs on each side. Lift it up. Got a chain to hold the top up, and I'll show you some close-ups of this inside, some still pictures here. But here's the big 2.5 horsepower Porter cable 1/2-inch router in there. And let me take this camera loose here for a minute. And this big block here with a split in it and a bolt is what actually holds that router from spinning and holds it against here to hold it in here. This is a vac port here. I put this in recently, these brushes, for when this goes up and down, to kind of keep sawdust from going back in there. Keep it up in this area so the vac system can get it. And here's the little hold downs for the these things here, one on each side to hold the top down. And to turn it on and off, I've got this big switch here, and I'll put an insert here of down below. Maybe I'll get it in there. There is the speed adjustment for the router. And I added these slats in here recently. I didn't have anything in there. I thought, well, I'm going to put some slats in there, and that's where I store all my other routers. So I've got all the router stuff within this stand here, and I put these easy leveling feet on it, which I'll put an insert of one. I've got them on all 4 legs because I want to make it easier to level, because this forms a island for me here in the shop. So it's kind of a partial outfeed for my saw, along with the outfeed table over there, but it makes one big nice flat surface working on and using the table saw for cutting big sheets and all. So it's my table saw there under that crop there, so that makes it nice. And as you can see on this side over here of the router table, sorry, I'm still hobbling around from some hip surgery, so I've got a walker here. On this side I've got all my router bits here and collets, and on this board here that I can lift up so I can get a better look at them here and make sure I'm getting the right bit. So did that actually about a year ago. That wasn't part of the original thing, but so far I've liked that. And then I also recently made a fence here for it. Nothing fancy, but fence are needed on occasion, and just throw a clamp on each side. Works out well. And I got a magnet on this side of it, and I actually use that to put lathe tools, because right beside it here I store my lathe below, and then I bring it up when I use it and I put it right in there. So put my tools here, and it's real handy to work on the lathe there. So that's pretty much it on the whole router table that I made a long time ago. Wish I could show you more of that lift mechanism, but it's so hidden back there it's hard to get any shots of it. But it has worked well and is very stable. So probably do a video when I make a new top for this. Probably basically going to be not much difference. I might put a couple tracks here for the fence so I don't have to clamp it, but that'd probably be the only change I'd do. And putting those easy leveling feet on was a big addition. That really helped. Always had a heck of a time getting it to the height I needed to help form this island here. So that's it for now. Ron 1, Littlewierdshop. We're gone, we're hobbling along, we're gone.